Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for my sister's wedding dress after she ruined mine? Hey Reddit, long-time lurker, first-time poster. This situation has been eating me up and I'd really appreciate some outsider perspectives. So, my sister and I have had our ups and downs, as most siblings do. However, we've been really close the past few years. And I was so excited to have her as my maid of honor for my wedding last year. Flashback to my wedding day. I had this beautiful dress that I spent a fortune on. After the ceremony and during the reception, I noticed some red wine had been spilled on the bottom of my dress. I was devastated. I later found out from a bridesmaid that my sister had accidentally knocked over her wine glass. When she was trying to take a funny photo, she didn't come forward about it and didn't even apologize when I confronted her. Fast forward to now. My sister is getting married and she's fallen in love with a dress that's way out of her budget. She asked if I'd help her pay for half of it as her wedding gift. I flat out refused. I brought up how she ruined my dress and didn't take responsibility. And I feel like I shouldn't have to contribute towards hers. Now my family is divided. Half of them think I'm being petty and that I should let go of past grudges. The other half thinks I'm justified. So, am I the asshole for refusing to pay for my sister's wedding dress after she ruined mine? I don't understand why she'd ask you to pay for dress even if she didn't ruin your dress. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. The whole background of what happened to your dress at your wedding is irrelevant. You are not obligated to dress your adult sister. Wow. Lucky sis, she has an entire half of your family believing she is entitled to others paying for 50% of the dress, no doubt. They would be more than happy to all chip in to cover the remainder of the cost, not the asshole. To the half of the family that thinks that you're being petty, tell them to pay for it. If they're so concerned about her dress. Not your problem. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Rule 1: do not try on wedding dresses outside your budget. Your sister should have known that going in. She owes you for the cleaning bill on your wedding dress. Not the asshole. It's not your responsibility to pay for any of her dress. She will just have to either find a dress in her budget or find a way to come up with the money to pay for the dress. Not the asshole. Regardless of how she ruined your dress, you are in no way obligated to help pay for hers. But especially because of how she treated you, your dress, I'd say heck no to helping pay for hers. Not the asshole. The backstory makes no difference. Your sister wants something and can't pay for it. You're not obligated to help her afford it. Not the asshole. Even if she hadn't been immature about ruining your dress, you're under no obligation to help pay for hers. Not the asshole on principle. Your money is yours, and you can do with it what you want, regardless of reason. Op. Who paid for your dress? Hint: I bet not your little sister. Not the asshole. Lil sis needs to spend her own money. You shouldn't have to pay for half of the dress regardless. She can get a toaster. I do think that you should let any hang-ups you have about the dress go. If you have any. You're never going to wear that dress again, but your family will be part of your life forever. Not the asshole. Even if she hadn't spilled wine on your dress, you shouldn't be involved in paying for her dress unless you offered to do so. It's crazy how many families just assume one of their kids is financially responsible for anyone but themselves. Half the cost of the wedding dress as a gift is an exorbitant gift to be outright asking for. NTA. Even if she did not ruin your dress, you are not obligated to pay any money towards her dress. This is a good time for your sister to learn to budget. Wine or no wine, it's not your job to pay for her dress. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. It's not your responsibility to pay for her wedding. She needs to budget better if she wants to eat caviar with a plastic spoon. What she did to your dress is entirely irrelevant. Not the asshole. That's a hell of a big assumption that you'd pay half. Were you even planning on spending that much on her wedding gift? Never mind the fact that she ruined your gown and failed to fess up to it. Not the asshole. And I'd still have that judgment even if she hadn't ruined your dress. I'm amazed she'd even ask you. In A, you shouldn't spend your money if you don't want to. For everyone saying you are petty, they can give money. B, did she apologize when you brought it up? She 100 should have told you when it happened and when try to fix it and pay for it to be cleaned or replaced. Not the asshole. This has nothing to do with your dress. You don't owe her anything and should be required to pay for her dress. Either they can put their money together and pay for the dress, or our sister can find a dress that fits within her budget like most reasonable brides do. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. All of the people thinking you are petty should donate to her dress fund. Ask them how much they are contributing towards the dress. Your wedding gift to her should be a dose of financial reality. Trust me, it's priceless. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Kind of cheeky and entitled of the sister to ask this of you. Not the asshole. To be honest, the damage to your dress is irrelevant. You have no obligation to help pay for her wedding. The only people who have an obligation to pay for their own wedding is the bride and groom. Anything else is a gift that should be offered, not asked for. Even if she hadn't spilled the wine, why would you pay for half her dress? First off, I don't think you should have to get anybody a wedding gift that isn't of your choosing. So do what you wish there. But don't you think it's odd that your bridesmaid saw this happen and didn't say anything in the moment? Maybe you could have gotten some, if not all, of the stain out had she alerted you immediately of the spill if she saw it occur. That just seems strange to me. I'd say you were let down by two bridesmaids on that day. What did your sister say when you confronted her about it? She didn't apologize, but did she own it? Did she know some got on your dress? Not the asshole. Start a group chat with everyone. Tell your sister that the following people offered to help her. Then list everyone who thinks you are being petty. Then tell them to fuck off. Her lack of budgeting doesn't make you responsible to pay, even as her sister. To add insult to injury though, she gets a beautiful gown and it isn't ruined. I mean, I'm a real I'd buy it and then spill red wine on it on purpose just for her entitled fit throwing. That's just me, lol. Would you have helped her pay for the dress if she hadn't spilled wine on your dress? Did she ever apologize for what she did to your dress? Not the asshole. Is that a thing, paying for your sister's wedding dress? Never heard of it and kinda ballsy to ask. Not the asshole. The answer doesn't make you any less not the asshole, but I'm curious. Who paid for your wedding dress? And why does everyone else feel like you should pay for hers? Not the asshole. Leaving your dress out of the equation for a minute. When a bride goes in to look at dresses, one of the questions asked is, what is your budget? She should not have looked at any dress out of that amount. Bringing your dress into it. She won't even own responsibility for her clumsy photography session. Won't apologize. Says it's no big deal. So turn that around on her. Don't apologize for not helping her. Just something like, it's just a dress. Why does it matter so much?